Live. All right. It says we're live, Sam the man, but I am going to check real quick. Hello, everybody. If you can see us, let me just confirm that it is working. 1 second, please. Generally, yep. See, I always got to come here and make sure it's open to the public.
There. Just the little details.
I mean, I did do one of these, I'm not going to lie, where I did the whole show or whole interview, and it was for some reason had a padlock on it, which meant it was only available for me or the guest to see. Awesome. So, yeah, I don't know what setting I've probably jacked up, but I need to go there. But now we're good. Hello, everybody. If you're seeing this live, if you're watching the replay, that's cool too. I am really excited for this. To avoid any confusion, I'm going to introduce Sam or let him introduce himself here in just a second. But today is not the Bigger Brokerage Challenge. Today is me interviewing Sam just for a few minutes here. He's a busy guy, so you can learn about who he is, why you should care, and why you need to be there on Wednesday, October 18th for the 3-hour Bigger Brokerage Challenge, $997 value for $33. Crazy, crazy awesome. So
that's a good deal.
That's where I come from. That's a pretty good deal, right? So Sam, man, thank you for giving me some time today. I know you're emceeing an event down in Texas right now as we speak, so appreciate the pause in your day. Why don't you just kick us off here? Who is Sam Khorramian? Why should I care about this thing, and why should I listen to you? Just tell us a little bit about your story, your accomplishments, and what you're doing today.
Awesome. Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. My name is Sam Khorramian. I'm the co-founder and CEO of a brokerage called Big Block Realty. And, just a little bit backstory. I'm a college dropout, and all I've ever really done in my life is sales and real estate. And after many failures over the years, finally started to have, some things start to work out. And about 10 years ago, we started a company called Big Block Realty with the goal of creating a brokerage that really put agents and their best interests first, and also selfishly for ourselves, creating a business that served our goals and our financial needs and helped us do something that we thought was impactful and powerful. Over the course of our journey building this business, important to say that, we bootstrapped this thing. We're not VC funded. We didn't go out and raise a bunch of money. We just brick by brick built a brokerage that has landed on the Inc. 500 list, fastest growing companies in America. 4 times, number 26, number 31, 33, and 56. And I don't say this to impress you, but rather impress upon you that that just being on that list for me was a really big goal, being anywhere on the list of 5,000. And just by, the strategies that we're going to share through the Bigger Broker Challenge and having a very defined goal, we were able to do it not once, but 4 times. And that's been really exciting for us. Last year we did, I want to say around $6 billion in volume, and Real Trends, one of the top 75 largest independent brokerages, or actually top 75, I think, in general, brokerages in the country. And I'm just a regular guy that has learned to implement things that I learned from other people, and be very pig-headed and determined to execute those things in my business. And it's been fun and created a great business for ourselves and a great brokerage for the agents that we work with.
No doubt. You guys, again, whoa, I'm hearing the robot. Can you hear me? Yes. So I just had to mute that. We've had some sound issues, so bear with me, guys. But if you can hear me, we had the pleasure of having Sam at our recent locker room event down in Orlando, Florida, a couple of months ago now. And it was incredible. I mean, I'd always heard about this guy and how amazing he was. And to see him at our own event on stage, literally melting faces, as he puts it, of the guests. This October 18th event, we're going to put the registration website link and everything in the comment section when we're done here. But I'm telling you, you don't want to miss this. What he delivered in 90 minutes on stage for us, he is now expanding to 3 hours from 11 to 2 p.m. Central Time, Wednesday, October 18th. Again, I'm going to post the link so you can get all that information. So next question then, Sam. So a lot of accomplishments. I mean, what you've done there and what you're doing serving those agents is incredible. So my next question for you is, what was your inspiration? Take us back in time. What did you see, or what was the inspiration for launching Big Block Realty in the first place?
Great question. It was a combination of things. One, I just really love real estate and the industry, and I've done a lot of things in the real estate world. And we wanted to start something that really, we thought could impact our clients' lives. And as a brokerage at Big Block, we believe our clients are the agents that give us the opportunity to work with them. So we really wanted to just come out and be very, very focused on delivering a Ritz-Carlton experience for our agents. On everything from service and support to training and comp plans. And we just thought, man, if we put our customer, our agent first, and create that wow experience, create a remarkable experience, something that's worthy of remark, then we might just be able to build something that's pretty exciting. That, yes, it serves us as the business, but it also serves all of our agents and their families. It's often, it's a special thought to think about all of the lives that are impacted with what we're able to do as brokerages. We have agents that give us the opportunity to work for them, and they have families to feed, and they have their own goals. And for us to be able to be a spoke in that wheel and help them start to progressively realize their goals and make them come to life. That was really our goal, is creating a brokerage that was built for agents, by agents, with no gimmicks and no confusion, just straight focused on helping them do more business, create more wealth, and enjoy the process of doing it.
I love that. And every time I've interacted with you, we've spoken a lot, and hearing you at the event, it just comes through, man. You have a true heart of a servant-driven leadership at its core, and that comes through with everything you do, everything that folks on the 18th are going to learn. I have no doubt about that. So let's go back just for another minute. Like, you've had a lot of success and accomplishments, and maybe you get asked this often, maybe you don't, but I'm just curious, naturally, out of all of that success, what are you maybe most proud of? What would you say?
Oh man, there's a lot there. Selfishly on the business side, I'm proud that I made it happen, right? I'm proud of myself because this entrepreneurial world, being a broker is not easy. Being a business owner in general is not easy. So I'm proud that I stuck with it, and I'm proud that we made it happen, and through all the hurdles and challenges, we didn't stop, and we just kept going, and that makes me proud of myself. But I'll tell you that when I get unselfish about it and really think what I'm most proud of, it's that I've created an opportunity to create awesome experiences for my kids and my wife. And it's really tough to have a business that you grow and it does well, and you're making, let's just say, a ton of money or enough money, but you don't have the time to pour into your kids and pour into your family and take those vacations, and you're just like the hamster on the wheel. So I'm really proud of the fact that we've taken very deliberate, on purpose steps to create a business that allows us to spend time with our family and create those awesome experiences. And I'm hopeful that as my kids, get older and start to understand what dad does, that maybe I can be an inspiration for them and show them that, if if I can do what I've done, that there's nothing they can accomplish, and that me and their mom are in their corner to help them get there.
Beautifully said. Love that. Thank you for bringing in that human element to it all. And I guess to set up my next question, I look at every 4 years, we have the opportunity here to watch something like the Olympics, the elite, the best of the best athletes in the world on display on our television sets. And I think back to Michael Phelps, for example, or today's day and age, it's like Simone Biles. And we get to see them for like 30 seconds every 4 years. And then we see the result. They're on stage, they're putting the medal around their neck, and it's like, I want to be that. What we don't get to see, or now in the entrepreneurial world, what most people don't get to see is the stuff behind the scenes. They see Sam and, I'm never going to be Sam. He's got accolades that I only could dream of. Inc. 500 lists 4 different times, on and on and on. I want to know, maybe the audience wants to know, what's an example of one of your greatest challenges or obstacles you've had to overcome, and how did you do it?
Great question. I think that my biggest challenge, and I'm assuming, I honestly haven't met an entrepreneur that hasn't had a similar thought, is, the imposter syndrome. The am I really, am I the person that can really do this? And just fighting through the noise and the anxiety and the fear, and it's a real thing. And I've learned that it really doesn't go away. You just learn to deal with it better. But I know that for myself and a lot of the most successful people that I hang out with, nobody got there on their own. And I believe that business and success in business is a team sport, and you got to create a dream team. And for me, my dream team started by seeking counsel from people that are already where I want to be, have already achieved the things that I want to achieve, because everybody has advice, everybody, your mom, your uncle, your neighbor, your buddy from college, everyone has advice, and oftentimes that advice is somehow tied to why it's going to be really hard, or maybe it won't work, or are you sure you don't want to just go get a real job with benefits and a 401k? And I decided to go a different route, which is seek counsel from people that have already been where I want to be. And I've learned that the more I align myself with those people, the quicker it helps me collapse time. The easier it helps me to keep my head in the right place and ultimately just believe in myself. Right now, as we're acquiring more businesses and growing into more states and doing, just a lot of fun, exciting things, I oftentimes get asked, like, how do you move so fast? How are you able to do so much? And for me, the answer is always the same. I know how to buy time. And then the follow-up question is always, well, how do you buy time? And the way I buy time is by paying to be friends with people that have already gone through the challenges and have already made the mistakes and have already learned what not to do and a lot of what to do. And I don't believe that there's a real shortcut to success. But if there was one, it's understanding that, again, nobody gets there on their own. And being able to have really strong mentors and masterminds and places like the locker room where I have my Sherpa, I have my leader, I have someone that is going to hold me accountable and is going to, pat me on the back and also be there to help me overcome challenges and obstacles and sometimes make me look at things that I'm not looking at or make me look at things I don't want to look at, right? So for me, I am where I am because of the mentors, the masterminds, the books, the coaches. On paper, I shouldn't be where I am. But in the background, just like you were saying, with these athletes, they spend more time off the field, off the court, off the TV, practicing and fine-tuning their skills. And while all my friends were in college, learning how to be doctors or dentists or lawyers or whatever they were. I was in seminars and I was in masterminds and I was getting that real world in the streets knowledge. And I still spend, 2-3 months of my year investing in myself, investing in my education, because of everything that I've accomplished in my life. All of it is a direct result of the investment I've made in myself and my education. And it continues to pay dividends, and no one can take that away from you. So that's, for me, I'm just really coachable and allow myself to follow the path that other people have already paved.
Yeah. And how many times do we have to hear that before it sinks in? Because you're living proof, as is so many other people that a lot of us idolize or, strive to be in proximity to. And you hear that common thread around mentorship and seminars and just being in the room like that. So I love that, man. Very timely. And this is why I wanted to do this today, you guys. We're going to wrap up here in just a couple more questions, but I wanted you to see the human side of Sam, ask a couple questions, because what he delivers during the Bigger Brokerage Challenge, again, October 18th, put it on your calendars. We're going to drop the link so you can get registered. It's $33. It's so much tactic. It's so much wisdom that he's pouring into. I just want to use this as an opportunity for you to get to know the guy. All right. So I hope that's all right. So Sam, let's turn that corner here and what could people expect at the Bigger Brokerage Challenge? 3 hours of nothing but solid goodness. What are some examples that they might walk away with, new strategies, tactics that they can expect to receive?
Yeah, I'm really excited to do this because, frankly, what I'm going to share during this 3-hour challenge, I have never gone this deep. Everything that I'm going to be talking about has been exclusively behind the curtains for our operations and our partners in different markets. So what you can expect to learn from this is everything from outside of the box recruiting strategies that are gimmick free and work. The idea that you can have systems that create almost like an automated recruitment funnel. Past recruiting, we're going to talk about how do we increase productivity? How do we increase our profitability? If you're a broker, by now that the compression of profitability is hitting on all sides, and it always does. So we've really tapped into some really exciting ways to create additional revenue. That's not just the stuff that most people think about. It's not just mortgage and escrow and title, which are great, and we'll talk about that. But there's 70, 80 different ways that as a brokerage we can create more revenue for ourselves. And the best part is it's bottom dollar revenue. If you like the idea of recruiting more agents, retaining more, understanding how you can build a business and a culture that's around service first and retention, providing value, and also, creating a great financial life for yourself in this business, then this is going to be great for you. Also going to pull back the curtains on how I've been able to, what's the right way to say this? Create a business that doesn't require me to push all the buttons and use all the levers myself. To me, and I've learned this over the past handful of years, the best entrepreneur position to be in, the best ownership position to be in, is one where you don't have to be on the org chart. And you can create a team and an organization that performs better even when you're not there. That's true entrepreneurship. That's true freedom. And it gives me and you, when you come onto the challenge, the ability to focus on the big things, ability to move the needle and really look at the top line of your business and continue to expand and have an organization built that runs very effectively. I don't know. Did I lose you?
Yeah, I think you got frozen for a second.
Okay. The last thing I was going to say is, uh, you know, besides pulling back the curtains on everything from recruiting and, you know, how we manage our broker department, retention, profit centers, I'm also going to share with you a hack that we're really excited about that will, if you choose to accept it and bring it into your organization, something that will easily 3 to 4x your company's valuation, so that you know you're building something that it is proven and going to create generational wealth for yourself. You know, something that all the hard work that you've put in, you'll be able to show something for that when it's all said and done, and provide ideally a generational wealth. And that's, yes, we want to help people, and yes, we want to serve, and yes, we want to be a great company, but we also we can't kid ourselves for a moment to believe that we also aren't doing this for the money, right? And as a broker, it's so hard to create a big profitable brokerage that has value in the eyes of a buyer one day down the road. So really excited to share with you the plans and what we're doing to do that for ourselves, and how you can implement that into your business as well.
Yeah, I've caught glimpses of that obviously already, and that alone, what you're referencing, is worth the $33. I mean, holy smokes, right? So real quick, if let's say I'm a broker owner, I'm in a leadership position watching this right now, and I'm a little on the fence. I don't know. I'm still not sure. Maybe something else gets in the way, and I just wanted to wait and see that week if I have time or not. What would you say to a person like that?
Look, there's a lot of reasons that life will convince you to not show up, convince you that this isn't for you. But I'll tell you that if all this thing did was help you fix 1 or 2 major bottlenecks in your business, if all this did, all the 3 hours, if those 3 hours could pay you dividends for the next 3, 5, 10 years in your business, if it could help you increase recruiting, increase retention, increase profitability, increase freedom, if it could give you some clarity, my question is, what do you have to lose besides those 3 hours? And I'll tell you that when it comes to growth, when it comes to success, you're always going to pay full price. What I mean by that is you're either going to spend many years trying to figure out how to do it on your own, or you're going to spend, in this scenario, $33 to learn how you can speed it up. And here's a little gut check. You're either going to spend time or money, and people spend what they value least. So if you value the $33 more than you value your time and where this can take you, then yeah, it's not a good fit for you. But if you do value your time and want to get the most out of this for your business and for your family and for your agents and for your partners, don't let those stories and that dialogue stop you, because I promise you at the end of this, I'm going to help you collapse time. I'm going to pull back the curtains, and you're going to walk away with stuff that will impact your business, and your future self will thank you for making the decision to carve out those 3 hours and spend the entire $33 to be a part of it.
No doubt. Yeah, myself and countless brokers that were, as I mentioned earlier, in Orlando, are already implementing ideas that Sam directly 100% shared. We give credit where credit's due. We're like, I'm doing XYZ that Sam shared on stage, and it's already working. It's like, and that was, again, just a small window out of more of what you're going to share on the 18th. So my last question, I know you're at an event down in Texas. He's the MC. That's why he and I both did our hair today. Can you believe it? Unbelievable. Is maybe the only self-serving question I have to ask you today, and that is, what made you partner or align with the Locker Room to offer this exclusively for broker owners out there?
That's really easy for me to answer, and it's a two-part answer. One, you have to understand that I have been on this real estate circuit from event to event and coach and I've seen it all. And Jake, you're a real one, and I know that you really, really want the best for the people that are in your circle and are in the locker room, in your environment. And when you see that as a person that's also very real and wants to see people win, like you and your company, that's the type of organization I want to align with and I want to be able to pour into. And I wouldn't be where I am if there wasn't people on my path that gave me, the opportunity to align with them. So one, it's you and your leadership and the business you built. And two, spending that time in Orlando, your audience is awesome. The brokers I met, the agents, the team leads, everyone is humble. Everyone is hungry. Everyone is coachable. Everyone's excited. Everyone's grateful. I just like to do things with people that I like. And I like you, and I like your team, and I love the people that you're serving. It's a win-win for me, and to be able to align with you and hopefully impact some lives together is very special for me.
Brother, thank you so much for those kind words. I do not take them lightly, and I'm excited for this. I think there's a lot more hopefully we'll do together, but don't take this for granted. Guys, again, I'm going to post the link immediately following this video and give you the registration and how you can get with us on Wednesday, October 18th from 11 to 2 p.m. Central Time for the Bigger Broker Challenge, led by the man himself, that we can all learn from. No question about it. If you take, like he said, one thing away, I promise you will compress time, as he mentioned, and your future self is thanking you. Opportunities don't go away. They just go to other people. So don't waste it. Sam, any last parting words before we break?
One, thank you for allowing me to be a part of this and do this with you. And for those of you that are thinking, should I do this? Should I not? Here's my promise to you. You will not leave this challenge worse than you started. That's a promise. So if you have any desire to be a little bit better than the 3 hours before you invested your time with us, I guarantee you there's 100% chance that you will not leave the challenge without being better than you were before you started, without having tools that are going to make your business better than when you came into the challenge. So let me show you all the things that we've learned from other great people. And you get to cherry pick the ones that make the most sense for you. And then let me know how it worked. Share me the stories. But I promise you, you won't get out of this worse than you started.
Well, we're grateful for it. I, on a personal note, owe you so much, man. I'm so grateful to be just somewhere in that circle when so many people are or trying to be, and having that proximity is, as you said earlier, it's priceless, man. And I will say that time and time again. Maybe it's kissing your ass, maybe it's not, but I mean it. And I'm going to let you go, brother, because I know you got to go melt some more faces. We so appreciate you here at the locker room, myself, of course, included. And the 18th is going to be magical. I hope to see many, many of you there. Reach out if you have questions. The link is already in the comments section. Go get signed up. We want to work with action takers. Go take action, guys. All right. We'll see you. Bye, Sam.
Bye-bye.